And they sent back on their journey. Click, 3 off the inside, white blinkers just ridden to respond early. Green Fairies looking for a prominent position. Towards the inside, Melanie, Wild Encounter, Shifting Gears is going through the motions and going around them, looking to improve stride. But once again, there's no luck towards the inside, and Shifting Gears will have to go to plan B around them. At this stage, Wild Encounter is also making a move around runners. Last Summer settles into a rhythm 5 lengths off. Well Spoken further back, then comes Abercrombie. Reminders for Regal River, Footsporer towards the inside of runners. And I'm looking for Miss Ferris. She's making a little bit of ground towards the outside of runners. Miss Ferris got into about 6th position. Settling down, Wild Encounter sets the standard. Green Fairy looms large. Cleeks on the inside, then comes Melanie. Shifting Gears is racing in 5th position, now improves a length to get up into 4th. 2 lengths off Green Fairy, they're the market rivals. Miss Ferris gets a taste of the bridle to the outside, got 5 lengths to hunt down as they come down towards the final 600 metres and they sweep the turn homeward bound. Coming to the final 500 metres, they're about to spin for home. Green Fairy, Shifting Gears in the yellow silks now becomes a big runner on the outside. Miss Ferris comes forward, Shifting Gears comes home stoutly at the 300 metre marker, and Shifting Gears goes clear by 2. Green Fairy tries to come back for more. Miss Ferris is away 3rd and Well Spoken, but Shifting Gears bounds away. Shifting Gears to win by 2.5. 2nd spot, Green Fairy. Miss Ferris and Well Spoken ran 4th. Showing up joint favourites at 3 rand, number 7 Shifting Gears and number 8 Green Fairy, both showing up 3 rand the win, but no doubt about the winner, and that's only Shifting Gears. As they swung for home, you could see the body language of Gunther Frogum, and he was very, very upbeat. He mentioned last time out she was most unlucky, and this daughter of Traffic Guard from the powerful, in-form Louis Gerson stable just shot away. And the rest is history. Shifting Gears goes on by 2.5. Green Fairy, every chance in 2nd. Miss Ferris, and then came Well Spoken. Rounding further back was Melanie. As for Shifting Gears, you'll notice a number of these runners today, they were caught out wide throughout the evening's meeting, but when they came to the outside, they sprouted wings, they shot away from the opposition, and Shifting Gears, another runner from an outside barrier who raced wide throughout, comes forward to score. Shifting Gears hits the front very strongly. Green Fairy now hooks out to try and come back for more, but as they say, the bird had flown, and Shifting Gears was going through the motions. Gunther Roggeman taking no prisoners, driving for all he's worth on Shifting Gears, and that'll bring down the curtain on the 9-race program. We're back here on Sunday. From myself, Sheldon Peters, safe trip home, and we'll catch you then.
Race number 9 and Shifting Gears, the daughter of Traffic Guard for Louis Gerson and Gunther Roggeman, has come through well. You heard it from both Louis and Gunther. We thank them for that feedback earlier on. That she was a bit unlucky last time out. They thought that she didn't win. She could have got a bit closer, but she certainly set the record straight this evening with a fine victory, Louis.
Yeah, she did. We felt she was very unlucky on Sunday. The only reason I nominated, as I said for now, is because we thought of the rain on the weekend. And then, well, she was in and she looked okay. She ate her food, so we brought her here. And as Gunther said, if she repeats what she did on Sunday, she'll win tonight.
It's that type of game, isn't it? If your horses are fit, why not run them? And you kept her in.
I know. We believe that the horses don't stand in livery yards, that they're bred to run. And you take the good with the bad.
Well, there's another 2 winners for you, and the hits keep coming quickly in KZN, Louis.
Yeah, but we've only got 35 horses, so I don't think it's not going to carry on like this forever. But I think when the horses have just come so well here and at the moment, and yeah, it's paying off.
Well, beautiful. I just want to have a look at the ownership here. I didn't get all the names, but I see GM Chetty, yourself, and Bardell.
Yeah, Devon and Gannis, two wonderful guys. They're very lucky, go back to Philly like Variometer. They had shares, they've always got a little share with me in a horse. Staunch owners, well done to Gannis in Pietermaritzburg. You could have made the trip, Gannis. And to Devon and Joburg, well done to both of them. They're great partners to be with in a horse.
In closing, Louis, it was a calculated decision to make the move, and it's all smiles now because it could have taken longer than usual for your horses to settle down, but the way things are going, it's turned out to be a masterful decision from you.
Well, thanks, DZR, but also thanks to Gold Circle. They allowed me to not wait and all the horses arrive on one day. They allowed me to integrate the horses in.
Sure.
So they haven't all just been here for 2 weeks. So that helped a lot as you bring them in groups and batches so that the earlier groups are coming well while the others haven't perhaps settled in yet.
Well, whatever the recipe is these days, it seems to be working and working handsomely.
So I just want to say one thing. Well done to Wilfred, the groom of this filly. He's been with her, 2 years? And it's taken a long time to get her to the race. There's nothing wrong with her. She's just a highly strung filly who wasn't maturing. And this groom stuck by her through thick and thin, and well done to him.
Brilliant, Louis. Well done again.
Yeah. Cheers to Underwater. Thanks.
Lovely. Louis Koersen. Let's get an informed jock in. And again, we must thank Gunther. What transparency, firstly, and the information that you passed on to us just gave us a bit more confidence. We like the filly because you sounded very bullish after our last run.
Yeah, I was very disappointed. Unfortunately, you have racing incidences where everybody wants to come to outside of the track, and she quickened up well, and one or two horses rolled across me. But that does happen in racing. Unfortunately, we're all out there to win, so sometimes we, guys go for gaps that they shouldn't go for. But that's a fighting spirit, and that's what it's all about. So well done to Louis again. I mean, his horses are looking absolutely fabulous, and I mean it's an honour for me to sit on them, and especially when they go down to the start well. And I mean, this filly, she ran a week ago and you wouldn't say that. She went down phenomenally well. She looked unbelievable in the ring. I think Kevin picked her out in the ring. You guys were chatting about her. So all the accolades here has got to go to Louis and his team. Even Lauren, Lauren does a lot of work in the background, which she never gets a lot of credit for, so thank you very much to her. And then to Louis, part owner, and then just to the other two guys that are involved in the filly. A lovely day at the office yet again, and long may it continue.
I briefly touched on it in my preview that I know you ride around the country, different tracks, but this poly track, it's a certain type of ride, isn't it? I've spoke to most of the jocks over the years since inception of this course, but you seem to be enjoying racing on this track as well.
For me, it's a very fair track. A lot of times the paces are indifferent, and then you've basically got to go to plan B. As you see, a lot of the horses are stay a bit wide on early on because they seem to ease the pace up after about 200 or 300 meters, and then you can run wide on this track because I think it's fair, and if you're riding the better horses in the race, you can get away with it. I really enjoy the track. I enjoy the surface. Hats off to the guys. I see it was a little bit heavier than it was the previous week, but if your horse is fit and you're on the right horse and you put them in the right places, they're going to win.
And when you press the button, if you seem to be pressing the button at the right time and just get that momentum at the top of the straight, difficult to peg back if you got a horse that finishes well.
Well, today with the track being a fraction heavier than comparing to last week, I thought if you could get a length and a half, maybe 2 lengths on the top of the straight, it was very, very hard for them to peg back. And I mean, I won 3 races like that today. I never had the best draws, but having a bad draw on this track sometimes for me, only I've ridden on it 3 times, ends up working in your favour, because if you've got the 1, 2, 3 draws and you end up getting caught behind horses, what happens is if they ease up the pace, you're in a pocket and you can't get out, and if 1 or 2 horses loop on the outside, you get the 2, 3 lengths, and it's very, very hard to peg back.
Well, Gunther, it's turned out to be another successful evening for you. What's the 3 winners?
3 winners yet again. I'm really enjoying it. Just a shout out to my twins. It's time for bed. I think my missus is not feeling well, so it's time for them to go to bed. They love watching me racing. They're turning 4 pretty soon. And my biggest supporters.
Well, keep up the good work, my man.
Thank you very much.
Well done. Gunther Roggeman here in race number 9 with number 7 shifting gears. 7, 8, 1 and 9 That's the way they cross the line in the lucky last. A big thank you to the guys in the parade ring. We got Warren Linferna and Kevin Shea to thank. Sheldon Peters calling all 9 races. Raymond Rogers and his team. And of course, a meeting will never go by without the mention of the best and the hardest working cameraman on course, who is none other than Zane. And today, I see that our gentleman, who is known as Sparky on course, has been very, very busy. He's along with Zane, and he's been very busy throughout the evening, so he's done a wonderful job as well. From myself, Dees Dainan, until we meet again, which will be on Sunday, you take care, have a fabulous weekend. Salani Gaasle.